What's up, guys? So today, traded two stocks, Tiffany's and Box. So Tiffany's today at daily level, it gapped up. This is how it looks like on the daily level, 15 minute. It's kind of hard to see here, but basically it went up, struggled to go up any further, and then it started to decline. On the 5 minute, this is what happened. It's kind of messy here because I actually traded a few times, hard to see. But on the 1 minute, this is going to give you a better picture of what happened. So I was watching Tiffany's at the opening range breakout. So it opened, it tried to go up, didn't really do anything. It dropped, hit the SMA. You see what happens when it hit the SMA? It's popped right back up, and then it sort of struggled to hit back any higher levels. So when after the first 5 minutes, I saw it was struggling, so I went short, added to the position. It dropped, I covered, and then it popped up, and then so I got out the remaining piece here at a slight profit, because this was a loss, but I got out a big chunk of my position here. And then I sort of made the mistake, so I saw that, okay, now it bounced. So you see it bounce here, bounce here. This line is coming up. I was thinking this stock would be strong, so I went long. And then it popped up. I didn't sell out anything. The reason why I didn't sell out was because the price, if the spread was pretty big, by the way, on this stock. I didn't sell out anything. And these are small shares. So 300 shares, 600, another 300, so 600, and then whatnot. I think I did 300 shares here. It popped out. I didn't do anything. It dropped, and then I sold. Okay, so this was my $155 loss. Even though it's 300 shares, the stock's a pretty high price. The spread was pretty big. So even though this is almost at break even, my loss was actually pretty big because the spread at some point it was like 30 cents or something like that. Actually, I think the highest, which I didn't really do anything to it, but it was so volatile that at some point it was like 50, 60 cent spread. It's crazy here in the open. Anyway, I got out, but as you can see here, there's several arrows here. So I actually got back in. I got back in, went short, and then it actually dropped on me, so I sold out. And then once it pretty much touches this, I got out all my position, because this is an SMA. This is where it bounced. It's very strong level of support. So it hit here, it bounced back up. It hit here, I knew it was going to bounce, so I got out. Even though what I wanted to play was, the crossover, the EMA crossing over the SMA, which is what happened here. But I got out too early. So anyway, I went short, added to my position. It kind of bounced back up, hit this level, which kind of scared me a bit because I was waiting for this move to happen, and then I just got out too early. So I did make a profit on this. I got out, and because I started here, added to my position, the average for this, to actually, even though I exited here, it was a slight profit. I got out most of it here. And don't let this fool you, because if you look at where this is at, 93.16, 92.95, so it's somewhere around 90.07 or something like that. This is 93 bucks. This is 92.89, 88. So this, I think it's 500 shares each here, but either way, this is still a pretty decent price. I think overall here it added an extra $100 to my total for TIFF. So basically, I went from 315 to 415 total profit for this. But I was a little impatient. If I held it, look at this drop all the way down to 91.50 something, right? So there's your crossover. It was going for that crossover. I missed it, but that's okay. It happens. I'd rather play it safe like this than to go for crazy moves or whatnot. So that was okay. Box. So for Box, let's see what it looks like on the daily. So Box gap down. 15-minute here. Okay, so it bounced up, and I think this is where I went short because I know it's sitting right here in SMA, good level of resistance. See how it looks like on the 5-minute. Okay, 5-minute it looked pretty strong. So probably because of this. So popped up, hit this level, it went back down, and probably went back up a bit, and it's struggling. And this is probably why I got in, got out really quickly. So hit this level, dropped. There's a pullback, and then is about to drop again. So I went in. I actually went in pretty hot and heavy here. 3,000 shares because bots is cheap. So I went 3,000 shares. It dropped. I covered some, hit here. I covered quite a bit here because it hit this level, VWAP, before, and it bounced. So as it headed towards this way, didn't show any signs of continuing further. I got out a bit more. And then I think here it struggled and started to move back up, and this is when I exited the remainder. As you can see, it basically went back up to break even, held this level, and then it tried to drop again. Nothing really happened here. Let me say 16 hours to just 20-cent drop. So it sort of held this level, tried to drop, bounce back up. This is, if you're here somewhere and you saw that it wanted to do this twice, VWAP held it, probably get out, because this is exactly what a bad situation to be in, is when it pops up like this. Yeah, and does a complete reversal on you. Third time is almost a charm though. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what I did for box. Overall, I did okay. $549, 26 tickets, $43.35. That's how I like it. Wasn't exactly clean, not on TIFF, but overall, I like the way it played out in terms of my profit percentage. So, and the number of tickets I've taken.